Everybody, thank you so much for coming out to what I believe will be one of the best programs we've had since I've been here. We are very fortunate to have with us this afternoon 4 of the leading experts on the most critical area of the globe today, the Middle East. These folks have expertise from the shore of the Mediterranean, North Africa, all the way over to Afghanistan. So I'm going to get out of your way as quickly as possible. Please turn off your phones. And I would also like to just get a few words from our partner organization in this, because it was thanks to the financial generosity of the Center for Global Understanding that we were able to do this program with the American Academy of Diplomacy, not only this year, but for 3 more years after this. So this is just absolutely fantastic for Lubbock, fantastic for Texas Tech. So please give a warm West Texas welcome to our visitors. Okay, my friend, Mr. President of CG, you have 2 minutes.
It's going to take me that long to say all the nice things about you. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoy this immensely. I think it is one of the best programs that we've ever been able to bring to Lubbock. Watch the ambassador speak this morning and this afternoon, and you're in for a real treat. I would like to also say thank you to Ambassador Nagy and the Office of International Affairs. The association that the Center for Global Understanding has had with Ambassador Nagy has really paid off so much. We have a jewel here in West Texas with the Office of International Affairs, and there's so much that goes on here, it's just unbelievable. And the connections and the contacts is outstanding. So please keep an eye open for future events. And I do want to say thank you for extending this another year. You said 3 years? 3 years old. Oh, okay. All right. You're more generous than you use. This year and 2 more years. And please keep it on your calendar, because it'll probably be about the springtime each year, and we'd love to have you back. Thank you from the Center for Global Understanding. This is exactly what our mission is to bring international culture to West Texas. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much, Joe. And at this time, I would like to turn this over to Ambassador Richard Hoagland, who is going to be serving as the moderator. Dick?
Okay, thank you very much. And I am absolutely delighted. We are delighted to see such a large crowd here. Amazing. And we will look forward to a lot of interaction with you. There's going to be some presentations, but then we're going to very much welcome your questions and your comments. So let me just lay a little bit of what we're going to do here. It's no secret, it's in our faces, in the news every day, that there's an arc of instability that goes from Afghanistan through the Middle East, through North Africa, and it has much larger ramifications because it involves our NATO allies, it involves the United States directly, and it is now involving Russia, which is almost a throwback to the Cold War. But it's a different era. And people are asking, why is this happening? Is this a Sunni-Shia war, as we sometimes hear? Or is it maybe the inevitable redrawing of the post-World War I national borders that existed for many decades? Could it be a Pandora's box that was opened by U.S. military intervention in the previous decade? Or is it more complex than that? And that's sort of a rhetorical question, because we're going to answer all of that with the help of these extraordinary experts. I'm going to tell you very, very briefly who they are, and then I'll turn it over to them. We are going to start with Ambassador Robert Ford on the end. Ambassador Ford has had a most distinguished career in some of the hottest of the hot spots of the world. He has been an ambassador 3 times in Algeria and Iraq, and then was our last American ambassador in Syria from 2011 to 2014. We will then go to Ambassador John Limbert, who is sitting right here. Ambassador Limbert served as U.S. Ambassador in Mauritania. He is now teaching at the U.S. Naval Academy, and he is an expert on the history and politics of Iran, and maybe somewhat got pulled into that when he was an enforced guest in Iran at the end of the 1970s, beginning of the 1980s. And then we will move to Ambassador Ron Newman. He's wearing 2 hats today. One, which he will inevitably want to tell you about, is his presidency of the American Academy of Diplomacy in Washington, D.C. But he was also ambassador to Algeria, Bahrain, Afghanistan, served in Iraq. In a dinner conversation last night, he mentioned that he's been the head of 3 American embassies in 4 wars. That's the kind of hot period we've been living through. So without taking any more time away from them, I'm going to turn to Ambassador Ford. Thank you.